Hello students, this is Ratnesh and you are watching the Daily Vocab Show. Once again, we are going to discuss the daily vocabulary from the Hindi newspaper. And students, once again, let me tell you that in this particular show, I'm going to tell you exactly the initial 10 words that are from the Hindi newspaper, and after that the procedure will remain the same. If you have watched the videos precedent to this, you must know the method or say the procedure. So students, exactly, first of all, let me write the 10 words which I have taken from the newspaper. Uh, okay, the first word, today's first word is Antidote. The second word is PR, it's PRECURSOR, precursor. Third word is BRAGGART. Fourth word is ENTICE. Students, fifth word is CONNOTE. Sixth word is ACUMEN. So seventh word I have taken is GRUMBLE. The eighth word that I have taken is ACCOLADE. It's after acumen, it's Grumble. The eighth word is Accolade, and after that, the ninth word is MORIBUND. It's moribund. Fine. And the 10th word is LIVID. So students, let us understand first, and the most important thing before understanding anything is that you have to take the screenshot. I believe you have to just take them down in your notebooks or wherever you want, and what you can do is, students, you have to just try to understand what I am going to tell you. Students, what is the basic criteria? Exactly, we have the 10 words. Initially we have the 10 words, but exactly in this complete video we are going to discuss more than 30 or 40 words. That is, of every word I'll be providing you more than around 4 to 5 words, that is including the antonym or synonym, you can say, if required. So students, basically, what is the importance of this show, of what is the importance of this video? This is the show only based on vocabulary, nothing else. And I think, according to me, vocabulary is the essence of everything. Whatever you go in the part of language, that when we talk about the language, that is English, if we talk about the language English, everything is based upon vocabulary. If you have a good number of vocabulary, if you have a good part of vocabulary in your mind, that is your dictionary. Exactly, I'm not talking about the thesaurus or anything else. So if you have a good part of vocabulary, I think that you will be a good orator. You can be a good orator. You can be a good big part of writer. You can be anything, isn't it, student? And I have seen people, you can say aspirants, struggling at the time of examination, in the examination hall, while they are reading or while they are comprehending any kind of question. And the basic necessity of vocabulary is that everyone out there, that who is an aspirant or not an aspirant, should have a good level of vocabulary, because everything, even I cannot say that this is the national language we are studying here, English, but still, students, it is required, because if we'll be having a good part of vocabulary in our mind, that is our dictionary, I think we'll be very comfortable, we'll be at ease, isn't it, students? So let us have the discussion kind of thing here. That first word is antidote, and I think many of you must be aware of this particular word, but still, let's start with the sentence, and after that the synonyms. So I won't be taking the sentence from the Hindi newspaper. I'll just provide you the sentence from my side. That would be just to let you know that what could be the exact meaning of this particular word. So students, the sentence that I have taken today is: there was no antidote to cobra's venom. Now, it's a pretty simple sentence, and I think everyone out there will be able to understand that what does this sentence sense you, what does this sentence make you comprehend. you can say what does it make you understand. There was no antidote. It means, in a simple word, if you talk about, when we are talking about the cobra's venom, I think everyone knows what is a cobra. A cobra is a very, like, you can say, a dangerous kind of, uh, it's a snake, obviously a snake. So which kind of snake would you like categorize under the category of cobra? Cobra is a snake whose, you can say, the venom is really dangerous. You cannot just uh, escape, or there is no escape, I think. If the part of the Hindu mythology where the, you must have read about the epic of Ramayana, there was also a snake who which exactly bit that the brother of Lord Ram, isn't it? And there was no like kind of cure, but still Hanuman had to come and just save him, isn't it? Like that. So still, if we are talking about the antidote, it means something related to make the person relief, provide the kind of relief or kind of cure, isn't it? So students, if we talk about antidote, it's a kind of medicine. It's a kind of medicine. It's exactly not a medicine, but it's a kind of medicine which provides relief to the person in the kind of his pain or any kind of trouble, isn't it? It can be the basic trouble to the kind of wound or something like that, isn't it? So what could be the basic synonyms of this particular word? Let's talk about the synonyms. And on, in the meanwhile, students, I'm writing everything on the board. Just you just have a kind of pen or paper in your hand so that you can just take it down, everything, isn't it? Still, if anyone is so lethargic that he cannot take down anything that whether is being written on the board, so what he can do, just he can take the screenshot, isn't it? That is also helpful. So basically, what are the synonyms? I'll write it. The first one which I have taken is, students, remedy. So these words are also really important because these are the synonyms. So I want them to be written down. Second, a simpler word, cure. Third word, you can take curative. So curative is a nice word, in fact, isn't it? The fourth word is rectifier. It's rectifier. So these are the synonyms. If we talk about the antonym, you can take a simple word that troubler. You can say trouble maker, or something which makes something worse or does not cure or make it more worse. Something make the your pain or something increase or getting it making it worse, isn't it? That is bad, worse, and worst, isn't it? So these are the synonyms for this particular word, antidote, and I hope it's pretty clear to you. Let's proceed to the next word. The next word, students, which we are going to discuss is again a very nice word. Basically, students, it happens that it's not necessarily that every word which I am telling you on the board, if I start thinking like this, that every student or every aspirant, whoever is watching the video, will be using these words in his daily life. I don't think so. But still, I wish, I hope that it is possible that you are able to use these words in your daily life. It's still someone will say that, sir, how is it possible that antidote will use this word antidote? Students, what you can do is, when it is required that someone is talking or relative condition, conversation is being going on related to the kind of remedy or kind of thing, there you can use, obviously, it's the thing that you have that word in your conscious mind, or or rather your subconscious mind. When you are required, that it comes out, it oozes out. Exactly, it should be in the kind of that thing, isn't it? So the next word is precursor. Precursor. So precursor is a word. Now let's talk about the example first. Precursor, the example I have taken, they have proved themselves to be a precursor of the era. Now it's a simple sentence. In fact, first of all, I forgot to tell you the parts of speech. Now students, the earlier word to this, that is the precedent word, was also a noun. Just you can take it down that antidote was also a noun and precursor is also used as a noun. Why I'm telling you the parts of speech? Because after knowing the parts of speech, it becomes very easy to use that particular word, isn't it? So Remember, they have proved themselves. They have proved what? They are the precursor. So precursor is something which comes before, or someone who is attached to something, kind of the kind of previous part. When someone is attached to the earlier or previous, I'm writing here previous, so you can just relate this condition to your assistance. Fine. So they have proved themselves to be a precursor of the era. So it means exactly the precursor word is related to something which comes before, or something is related to, like there's a word precedent, that when we talk about something prior to something, isn't it? So which comes before. So precursor is a noun, and I hope it's pretty clear. Now let's talk about the synonyms of this particular word, and after that you can just relate this word. The words that I have taken, students, synonyms, the first one is FORERUNNER. It's forerunner. The second word is a nice word, harbinger. And one more thing, after writing these words, I'll tell you one thing that, students, it's really important, that sometimes what I have seen, it's everything. Everything depends on the feedback of the students. Yes, I accept. I agree. Everything depends on the feedback of the students, or everything depends on the feedback of the customer, as in the case of the shopkeepers or kind of like businessmen. Here we people are letting you know the words. Here people are letting you understand the grammar, or say mathematics or reasoning, or whatever the subject you are studying, isn't it? So what happens, what is the point I am going to tell you, that exactly when people ask me, when students ask me in the classroom or wherever in the comment section, they say that, sir, is it so that the one that, say suppose there is a word precursor, is it possible that this word could have a different aspect of meaning in the literal sense, or in the kind of when you are using this particular word, it could sense you differently? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible, because a single word can be used in several dimensions. So you cannot say that the literal meaning of that particular would remain every time the same that you have read in your notebook or wherever in your textbook in your childhood days. It's not possible. It's not required like that, because word is something which has a broader sense. You can't even imagine exactly, students, when you if you have a kind of idea about the writers, or the poet who exactly write about anything, they imagine and write with the immense idea they have in their minds, and they just express themselves, isn't it? What they do is exactly they use a word in a very different aspect, and exactly we cannot imagine, and after reading that particular word or the line, we get to know that exactly how well the person has defined, or how well the person has expressed its feelings, isn't it? Emotion or thoughts can be expressed with the several words, so many words in several dimensions. So it's a very wide thing. It's a very broader aspect. You can say that. So let's proceed to this third word. The third word which we have taken here is it's a simple word, Braggart. The third one is Braggart. Braggart. Okay. So Braggart is again a noun. Okay, you have got three nouns connectively. Usage can be a Braggart is always found boasting, and now before you know the meaning of Braggart, you must know the meaning of boasting. Boasting is just to uh, make yourself kind of, have you heard a word conceited? The people who are conceited have a kind of self opinion, or very high opinion about oneself. High opinion about oneself. If any person has a kind of very high opinion of oneself, you would say that person is conceited. And a person who is boasting, he is just using so many you can say sugary words about himself to make the people realize that I'm so big, I know everything, I am the only person who knows this, and I am the only person who can do this. This kind of person, the kind of people are like, or they are braggart actually, because they brag about themselves, isn't it? Bragging is something that you are just telling everyone the stories that exactly don't exist, but still you are telling the stories like boasting about yourself. So you can say that braggart is a person who is always found boasting. So I think you are getting the meaning of braggart. Now let's talk about the synonyms here. So students, what are the synonyms that I have taken? Very simple. In a simple way, I would say that the first word, I'll write it down on the board. It's boastful, boastful. It's a simple word. The second word is Cockalorum. I think you must have not heard this word, cockalorum. It's a nice word, isn't it? Cockalorum is also a word used for those kind of people who are bragging about themselves, or you can say themselves, or you can say a simple that people who are always in the sense of being, the feel of being conceited. Fine. So there is the sense of conceitment. The third word is cracker, C-R-A-C-K-E-R, cracker. Cracker is also sounding. There is a sound of being cracked, isn't it? So popping is said, you can say. Now the fourth word I have taken is completely different, Gascon. Yes, the word is Gascon. Isn't it a nice word? So student, these are the three words you should take down, or in the sense of antonym, you can say humble. Humble can be the perfect antonym to this word, and a person who is polite or humble should not ever boast. Let's proceed to the fourth word. The fourth word is entice. It's very simple. This can be used as a verb. The sentence that I have taken, the program was specifically designed to entice people. Fine. And in simple sense, entice is to attract people, attract towards yourself. It's a kind of making a show of attraction. So program was specifically designed to entice people, to lure people. Fine. So let's talk about the synonyms before discussing anything, because I think that when sentence becomes easy, it becomes very easy to understand or comprehend the meaning of the word. So what are the synonyms that I have taken? Let's check it out. The first one is lure. The second one is attract. The third one is allure. So where you get the word allure, it's lure. You would get the word allure, isn't it? So there is a word allure also, and bait. Okay, a nice word. In fact, bait. And fifth word here we get is what do you say? Beguile. Now let me tell you why beguile. I have used the word beguile. Beguile is a word which is used to deceive people, who deceive things. When you're trying to attract someone, because if you remember, I always take the example of, I don't know why, but I always like to use the example of Julius Caesar. In the Act 3 scene 1, there was a kind of conspirators have gathered in the place, and they are just planning to stab Caesar. And there they are planning also, they also an incident happened that they thought to entice, they sent their messenger to his place, that is the Caesar's place. He tried to like the beguile Caesar, because he was luring also, he was making him attract to his words, and after that to make him just go dead, isn't it? So lure, attract, allure, bait, and beguile, these words I have taken as the synonyms of entice. Let's proceed to the next word. Students, in the meanwhile I am writing all these things, just keep on writing and keep on taking the screenshot, whatever you like. The fifth word, rather, CNNOTE, connote. It can be used as a verb. And what are the synonyms for? First of all, what is the sentence? The statement connotes the cautions of life. Now it's a simple sentence. Something which connotes the cautions of life. Cautions means where you should be cautious enough, where you should be careful. Okay, I should write the word careful. When you are any statement, if any statement is telling you to be cautious or telling you what are the cautions of your life, what are the pinpoints where you should take care about, you should be worry about, not exactly worry about, but you should take care about those points that would make you more peculiar, or not peculiar, would make you more careful about the life aspects or the kind of phase. Then you can use that, say that you can say that connoting something is making you know, making you understand, or telling you something. So it's exactly telling you, connoting. Fine. So you can say that what are the synonyms? Let's talk about the synonyms. So the synonyms for the word connotes can be, in simple sense, the first word is suggest. I'm writing in the capital. Imply. Third word is, this is a new word for sure, moniker. It's moniker, not monitor. You must have uh, heard about an Hollywood actress, Monica. So it's moniker. It's like monitoring. No, it's not monitoring exactly. It's suggesting or telling something. So the fourth word is handle. Fine. So handle is also to control something, and connote word you can take as a verb. So let's proceed to the sixth word. The sixth word which we are going to discuss is, students, acumen. It's the sixth word. Yes. Acumen. It can be used as a noun. Acumen can be used as a noun. And what is the example? The example is simple, quite. His managerial, his managerial acumen. Managerial acumen win him the project. So it must be something related to the kind of ability, you can say. Fine. Obviously, his managerial acumen. When you talk about this kind of sentences, you just get to know that uh, it's being a very relative sentence, you can say, to a kind of context where something is related to, or related to skills, you can say, talent or skill, isn't it? His managerial acumen win him the project. So exactly what does it mean, acumen? So let me write the synonyms to this word, students. The synonyms could be, basically, the first word which I have taken to acumen is keen. There are two sense. You'll be getting two kind of dimension here, students. Let's just focus. Second word, first is keen. Second is quick. Quick is also someone who is very not sudden but quick. Sudden is in different sense, you can say. The third word is okay. The third word here, you can say, can be accurate. Okay, fine. ACCURATE, accurate. What can be the fourth word? Fourth word you can take, students, as insight. Oh, nice word. Insight is when you think and you exactly know something which is going to happen, or you have a kind of good insight. Insight is not inside, but actually inside it is. But when you have a kind of sense, that is your sense, not exactly sixth sense, but still a kind of sense when you think, or you just have insight of something is going to happen, isn't it? Like that. So fifth word, what you can take, the fifth word is ASTUTENESS. Astuteness. Astute is something to be like a clever person. A clever is also called as astute. So you have the five words here. Acumen is keen, quick, accurate, insight, astuteness. So let's proceed to the seventh word. The seventh word where here we have taken is grumble. GRUMBLE, grumble. It can be used as a verb. The sentence is, after declaration of vacancies, there is a lot of grumbling. I have changed the form of word grumbling here. Can be also used as a noun or gerund. that is grumbling amongst the students. In the people must be thinking that in the sense of murmuring or something like that after declaration of vacancies, because when their vacancies are out, obviously students will grumble, they will talk about it, they will just have a kind of discussion with each other, everyone, isn't it? So here the sentence is after declaration of vacancies there is a lot of grumbling amongst the students. So it's a pretty simple sentence. And what can be the synonyms? They will exactly not exactly have a chat, but still they are having a conversation where they are talking, they are telling the pros and cons of everything, whatever is being declared in the declaration, isn't it? So grumbling, the words for grumbling here are pretty simple. What is the first word? The first word I have taken is GRIZZLE. It's grizzle. Second word I have used as to complain. It's complaining also. I have used as infinitive form 2 plus V1. The third word I have used here is CROAK, croak. Croak is also to talk a lot or to complain about something. And a nice word, in fact, bleat. Bleat about is to cry or some kind of uh, tell someone that it is a great problem to us, like that. And the fifth word you can take is MAUNDER. I believe that this is a different word. Obviously, a new word to you, students, if someone is just preparing himself. Grumble has so many words here: grizzle, to complain, croak, bleat, maunder. So grumble is exactly what you said, just to complain about something, to complain, or when you are not happy with someone, something, complaining in the sense of grumbling. Fine, not exactly murmuring. Murmuring is a soft usage of words while talking to someone. Fine, just in order to not make someone realize that you are talking or what you are talking. So let's proceed to the next word, the eighth word on the board. It is accolade. 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 Fine, it can be used as a noun. Okay, that is also okay. What is the sentence? The sentence says this will be an accolade to his work. This will be an accolade to his work. Now you must be thinking, sir, what can be the sense when it is saying that this will be an accolade to his work? So exactly, if you read the sentence, if you are not aware with the if not aware of the word the accolade, so you must be thinking that how it can be related, how we can just relate the word accolade if it is related to kind of work. So actually I want to say that accolade is a word which is somehow related to praising someone. Are you getting, students? So it is related somehow to praising someone, to make someone praise. Fine. So students, I would like to tell you first of all here what are the synonyms that I have taken. So let's check it out. That what are the synonyms? Basically, the first word that I have taken is praise. Second word is approval. Third word is encomium. Fourth word is citation. Fifth word is, it's a nice word, EULO EULOGIUM. Isn't it a nice word, students? Eulogium. It's E will be a little silent, and it will sound it like eulogium. Fine. Praise, approval, encomium, citation, eulogium. Accolade is related to praising someone, to making someone where you just give a round of applause someone, isn't it? To someone. So there you can use the word accolade. Accolade is simply, in simple word, you can say it's praising someone. Let's proceed to the next word. The next word which we are going to discuss is moribund. That is the ninth word, moribund. Fine. So ninth word is moribund. It can be used as an adjective in the sentence. So what is the sentence? First of all, let us understand the sentence. The sentence is the king after The war is over seems to be in moribund. Now, first of all, let me tell you, it's a kind of state or position of a person when he is what? Dying. Are you getting, students? So, moribund is a kind of state or position when a person he is dying, when a person is in state of dying. Fine. So exactly, it's not death, but it is the kind of state, you can say, in dying state. So simple words can be used. Many times it happens that I just rub the board. So before I rub the board, you have to remember that you have to take it down, or you have to take the screenshot. Okay, are you sure? So what is the synonym? Simple synonym, I'll just tell you. The word is in a state of dying. In a state of dying. Obviously, I have told you this. In a state of dying. Fine. The second word which you can take is here at death's door. You must have heard people say he has reached, or he has knocked the death's door, or he will just reach to the point where the door of the death will be open for him and he will just go away. Fine. So synonym, in the state of dying or at the death's door. Moribund is the state of death. So let's proceed to the last word of this video. The last word that we are going to discuss is, students, livid. The 10th word is livid. L-I-V-I-D. Okay, remember, the livid is a word which can be used as an adjective. Okay, what is the example? The example says the father was livid when the son failed thrice. Now, he's a noble son, I must say this. The father was livid when the son failed thrice. The third time he failed, he did something fabulous. Obviously not fabulous exactly, because someone who's failing thrice must be very intelligent and wise. And his father is more wise, like he is wiser, isn't it? Why? Because he was livid. Obviously, he should not be livid. Why? I think because if son has like determined himself, or son has decided that yes, I won't pass ever, so why would like father worry about, isn't it? So livid is a word which can be used in the sense of being angry or very angry. Okay, in simple terms, I would write the synonyms for you, students. The synonyms, first synonym I have taken is furiously angry. The second one is apoplectic, apoplectic. The third word which I have taken is ballistic, ballistic. The fourth word is choleric. When a person is very angry, and he is just unable to control his emotion in the form of like furious acts, so you can use that word furiously angry, apoplectic, ballistic, and choleric. So these are the exactly synonyms to the word livid. I hope you are getting the meaning, because livid word does not mean to live up to some certain sense. So remember. And students, one more thing before ending the video, I must tell you that this was the English version. I hope you have got to know that this was the English version, and for the same thing, the same content, you will be getting the Hindi version too. So don't forget to watch that video, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.